Good morning, friends. I hope that you're doing well. This video is for Thursday, April 16th, 2020. I hope that you were able to get out yesterday. It was a beautiful day, a little chilly, so it required maybe a warmer jacket than usual. I know that today I am missing my team during the school year and spring season and all school year, really. I coach lacrosse. So I am with my team pretty often. I see them in the summertime, in the fall, in the winter. So I see them a lot. And so it's weird. And I'll be honest with you, it's weird for me not to see them. So I am missing them a lot. And I'm missing my students a lot, more than ever. So I just want to tell you how I'm feeling. And I hope that you're doing good with your feelings. And if you miss somebody, just send them a message and tell them that you miss them. I bet you'll brighten their day. And so the good news is, I want to be honest with you and tell you that I'm missing you. So spring is here. So this is a passage we're going to read today and what it's mostly about, right? And so this passage is a little bit denser, a lot more information, a lot more words, but I think we can handle it together. Just three quick questions. What is this passage mostly about? So what is this all about? Excuse me. When does spring begin? That's a good thinking. And how is spring different from the winter, right? So that's like, you need to start thinking about winter. So when I say winter, I mean the season we just came out of. So in the winter, it's normally what in the winter time, right? So we're starting to make connections. Like, is it cold in the winter? What do we see in the wintertime? So we'll talk about that when we get to that question. So I hope that you found that writing a little bit easier yesterday, and hopefully that'll go a long way today. All right, so let me see if I could expand this. Control plus no. Okay, maybe not. There we go. All right, perfect. Spring is here. The sun is bright and the birds sing. It is warm outside. Do you know what that means? Spring is here. So it is warm outside. Spring starts in March. Ooh, my bells are going off. When does spring start? In March. It is spring in March, April, and May. Spring is one of the 4 seasons. It comes after winter. The sun shines more in spring. The temperature rises too. People like to go outside now. Winter is over. A long time ago, spring was called Lent. Then people called it springtime, springing time. New plants spring up from the ground. Now people call it spring. There is more sunshine in spring. Trees and flowers and plants start to grow. Baby animals are born in the spring too. So notice the similarities between yesterday's passage and today's passage, right? A lot of the same common threads, right? Common thread. It's getting warmer. The days are getting longer. Plants are starting to grow. So we're starting to make connections to all the texts that we're reading and help build our vocabulary, right? So let's think about what this passage is about. What is it mostly about? What is this whole thing? What are we talking about? We're talking about spring, right? When it starts, what happens during spring. Okay, so when does it begin? So I'm going to shoot a little highlighter here to help guide your thinking. All right? That highlighter, I would hope, looks better on your end than mine. How is spring different than winter? So this is a question I want to talk a little bit about. How is spring different? So in the wintertime, think about what you wear. So more importantly, what are you wearing in the wintertime? You're wearing a wool cap. You're wearing gloves or mittens. You're wearing a scarf that goes around your neck. You're wearing a really big, heavy jacket to stay warm. You're wearing a sweater, right? You're wearing a shirt underneath your sweater, and you're wearing like 3 shirts, probably because it's cold, right? So how is that different if I'm just talking about what I'm wearing? What am I trying to tell you by saying like I'm wearing all these things in the winter? I'm trying to tell you that it's cold, right? So in the wintertime, it's cold. I also noticed that in the wintertime, a lot of the lights are on. As soon as you get home from school, within like an hour or two, your lights are on. So what do you notice? The days are shorter, right? It gets darker quicker, all right? So the days are different, right? Do you see things growing in the winter? Do you see different type of weather in the winter? Right? What do you see in the wintertime? Mostly snow, right? Or freezing rain. In the spring, most of the time, 99% of the time, you see just rain, right? Wind. And then you occasionally get that rare snowstorm. I think last year we had a snowstorm in April, which was pretty shocking. So I hope that you found this helpful, this chat. Just know that I miss you immensely and that I am trusting you to remember what we did yesterday, right? This passage is mostly about, right? That's how I'm going to start my sentence. When does spring begin? Spring begins, right? Right. This is going to help with our writing. I'm underlining these to help you. How is spring different from winter? Spring is different from winter, right? That's a good sentence starter. So using the question to answer it. I hope that you're doing well. Hope this video finds you well, and hopefully I will speak to you soon. Goodbye.